We are not building AI for our clients. We allow them to build that.
Welcome back to the home base. Today we have a very interesting guest with us, Snow Lee. He's the CEO at RunBear. We were just having a good conversation off camera, just about AI and AI technology. And what we do at the home base, Snow Lee, and for all of our listeners, is very simple. We try to figure out if a certain technology within the AI space that could be very broad is going to be on the chopping block. Is the AI going to be on the chopping block, or is a human going to be on the chopping block? So, uh, and how should the market look at AI, that technology, that use case overall? So, Snow Lee, always like to get to start to know the person we're talking to. How did you get into this? What piqued your interest on it? And maybe a little talk about your starter story at RunBear, and then how you fell into AI. Why was this a good use case for you?
Great, great. Yeah. First of all, thank you very much for having me here. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm Snow. I'm co-founder and CEO at RunBear. RunBear enables non-technical teams to build their custom AI teammates for Slack, Teams, or other communication tools in just 10 minutes. So, literally 10 minutes, you can have a new junior AI teammate and you can keep training them without any kind of handling logics or complex coding. So I'm a third time founder. I already sold my previous two companies in Korea, and I founded this company in the US for my first time, and I just moved to the US last year. So
Very
after,
nice. Welcome.
yeah, thank you. Yeah,
That's
I'm
cool.
enjoying the Bay Area here. Yeah.
That's amazing. So you sold three companies. Were these all different technology companies or different types of companies? What companies you start up?
Great. So yeah. So actually, my previous two companies, I was running the B2C softwares. So
B2C.
first company, yeah, I launched a bunch of mobile applications, such as dating applications and then fitness applications, gamified applications. And at that time, I was quite young. The scene in this startup scene was quite young, and we didn't know how much it was important to meet customers and solve their needs. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just made a bunch of the fun apps project, and also we uh, got some traction, but it was challenging for us to make some money from it. So after having some of the amount of the users, we were acquired by one of the biggest companies in Korea, Kakao.
Hmm.
And after that, we launched another service. It was more like a advertisement tech company, and we run the services in India.
Hmm.
So yeah, we run our services. We successfully attracted more than 8 million users, and
Nice.
we were acquired by another company in Korea, which runs the similar business in Korea, US, and Japan. So after that,
Wow.
yeah, I was working at the company Buzzbill as a CPO, and now I started this business.
Buzzbill. Cool. What learnings did you take out of those two companies and that you brought into this one? And is it just starting, is it seeming easier for you to scale up and bootstrap companies?
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. So it's not easier. Nothing can be easier, I guess.
Right,
However,
right.
yeah, there are a lot of lessons I learned, but if I need to pick one for each, the first company I learned that delivering value is so important. Instead of building what I want or what I want to build or what looks fun,
Yeah.
uh, I learned that the mission and vision, why the mission and vision is so important for the startups. Because we pivot a lot of times at the time, and we didn't have the core standard, core goals, mission and vision. So
Hmm.
that's why we launched the dating services and fitness services and other bunch of services.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned. The second startup, I run the business in India, But after I sold my company, I realized that if I was living in India instead of visiting India and Korea several months,
Yeah.
I could have made much better decisions at the critical
Mm,
moment.
mm,
So from the learning, I decided to live in the market where the customers are, where it
mm.
where it is. Mm. Yeah,
That's a
so
good one.
that's yeah,
And that brings you to RunBear. So kind of tell everybody about what RunBear is, take us on a deep dive, and then talk about the kind of needs it can meet for your customer, right? What value are you providing, and yeah, how
sure.
that idea got kicked off.
Great, great. Yeah, so this time when I started the business, we decided our mission first. It was reducing cognitive overload of people. So my previous company, after my company acquired by the Buzzbill, I took the CPO role, and then cognitive overload was killing me. I needed to consider too much things. So we decided to help people to focus on the really important part. And at
Mm,
that moment, actually, ChatGPT didn't have that much traction at that moment.
yeah,
But we didn't start the company as the AI startup from the beginning. We had mission, but we didn't have the enough solutions or the roadmaps at the time. But
mm,
ChatGPT comes up, generative AI comes up, and we realized that this must be the really great solution to meet our mission. So
mm,
we focused on the technology, and then first the product we launched was not like this. It was about AI co-pilot for DevOps engineers. As
mm,
long as we are technical founders, we wanted to build a software that helps developers. So after launching it, we tried to sell it for 3 to 6 months. And we have some companies in our pipeline, and it was good. It was good. However, we realized that at the moment, we realized that we were competing with our customers because
mm.
we are trying to build a product for DevOps engineers. We realized that DevOps engineers want to build a similar thing by themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah,
uh, we after the Dev Day hosted by the OpenAI in 2023, we realized this and we decided to pivot. So we believe that every developers will create AI by themselves very easily. So
yeah.
instead of building AI for them, we decided to help them to utilize it better.
Got it.
So
That's a good mission. I like that.
that, that's right.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah. And we realized that when we built the first product, we spent more time on integrating the AI to Slack rather than building the AI itself. So, okay, great. Everyone wanna build the AI by themselves. Let them help integrate them into the everyday tools. That's how
Mm.
RunBear started.
Interesting. And so are you using somebody else's AI or are you building your own model?
Yeah, so we don't build our own model because of this story. So
Yeah.
we let users choose it. So when you come to the run
Mm.
there, you can select the OpenAI, Anthropic, Gemini, or Perplexity, and then you easily set up the integrations between the AI models and the tools.
Got it. Well, all right. So I'm thinking, Snow, that we go ahead and kind of give our viewers a demo of RunBear, and then I have a series of questions I would like to ask you from those from that demo. Super interested to see what you got, and it can handle almost any use case that somebody would want to run on your platform. Correct?
Correct, correct. But
All right.
I'd like to mention this. So after we launched the product, and we targeted help developers to integrate their AI into the tools, right?
Mm,
But
mm,
after we launched it, we realized that non-technical people love our product much more than developers. So yeah, we pivoted again our ICP from the developers to the non-technical teams.
Yeah.
So that helped us to add more features that can help non-technical teams.
So if somebody's non-technical and they have a lot of good ideas and they can build what they need to build. So that is like this is like their dev in a box for them.
Correct, correct.
Yeah. All right. Interested to see it. Take it away, David. Snow is going to run a demo of RunBear, so I'm interested to see it. I don't know if you're technical, but he said it's going to help the likes of you. Uh,
Yeah, I'm not. I'm a little bit technical. I'm not very
there you
technical.
go.
But can you hear me better now? By the way, I think I fixed my mic.
Much better.
All right. So I'm technical enough to fix a microphone.
There
So
you go.
let's go.
There you go.
Great, great. So shall I share my screen?
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
We can see your screen. I'm just going to, while you're doing this demo, turn my camera off to save bandwidth. And when you're done with it, I'll come back on camera.
Got it, no worries. Okay, so yeah, for this demo, I will share the actual result. So the actual result and the use cases first, and then I will show you how you can build it. So the app, I already created several the AI agents using RunBear in Slack so that I can test it out. So let's do that. I created IT support agent. So let me ask, what is the Wi-Fi password? So IT AI agent that I built using RunBear, it comes up, it searches the knowledge sources that connected it to it and give me the answer right away. So as you can see, it gives me the sample, the answers, and the users can check the knowledge sources, the original knowledge sources, so that they can validate the answer. And our solution, RunBear, is dedicated for that each team in organization. We allow each team create the different AI agent by themselves. So, for example, this is the IT support agent, but HR team can create HR support agent by themselves. And the best part is that they can communicate each other. So let's try this. If I ask, uh, okay. Uh, recommend me the best breweries in the Bay Area. So as long as since the IT support agent doesn't know about it, it knows only for the knowledge about the IT support. It doesn't know. So it will answer that it doesn't know about it, and it can call the different agent that you have. So this one is another agent I built using RunBear, and it is connected to the Perplexity. So AI IT support agent call the Perplexity agent to get the answer. So like this, if the IT support agent needs some information from the HR agent or finance agent, they can collaborate each other to get the better answer and move forward. And the last thing that I want to share is that, even if you have AI agent, so many companies, so many people, they forget to ask it to AI agent. So people don't change their behavior that much. So for example, uh, I can ask like that. Anyone knows the contact person at Acme? So I asked this to the publicly. I didn't mention anyone. I didn't. Yeah. So I can ask it to publicly, and I need to wait for someone comes up. However, since IT support agent knows the answer like this, it just come up and give the answer to me right away. So I don't need to wait for the another person who knows the answer. So I can also share this to the thread so that I can share the answer with it so other people can see that, oh, this has been resolved. This will save a lot of time that our customers spending on answering the repetitive questions. I will I will go to RunBear and show you how it works, how you can implement it. I hope that you can see the browser, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we introduce ourselves as DIY AI agent for teams. So you can sign up by yourself. You don't need us. You don't need me to try RunBear. So you can feel free to come up, sign up, and come here to create a new AI agent. As you can see, you can select the models. I will use the OpenAI. And let me make a sample like about David, David agent. And I believe that a lot of people are already familiar with the system instructions or prompt. So I will skip this part. I will do the simple instructions here. You are a kind agent that helps David. And you can use the OpenAI key, or you can use your OpenAI key. So it's up to you. You can also select the models. It's not that important for now. As you can see, you can connect your knowledge sources like Google Drive, Confluence, Notion. So using this, you can connect the files in your document system, and when you make some changes in there, it'll be applied automatically. You don't need to keep uploading the PDF files again and again to keep it up to date. But for now, to test, I will use my own sample knowledge here. And another best part is that you can connect Slack as your knowledge sources, which means the AI agent that you built will learn the previous conversations. So if you have a dedicated Slack channel that have repetitive questions or a lot of Q&As in there, you can just connect your Slack and select the channels as the knowledge source, and the AI will keep learning the conversations and answer the questions if it knows the answer if it finds the answer from the previous conversation. And here in the
I have a question. Can I ask a quick, yeah, because like in more like a practical advice, like our Slack channel for recruiting is kind of crazy. There's so many resumes that are getting shared. If I installed your agent, would I be able to tell the agent like, hey, give me all the Python engineers that were shared in the Slack channel in past 3 months and get all the PDF documents of like, would the agent be able to scan the PDF documents or it would not?
Yeah. Thank you for asking the use case. So, in short, it's possible. However, yeah, about your questions, the AI agent doesn't read all the PDF files uploaded into your Slack. Of course,
Uh-huh.
you can upload the PDF files and mention your AI agent to ask the questions, and it will work. It works. So, for example, if I add I'm not sure if I have a proper example here. Yeah, it must be in Korean. Yeah. So for example, if you upload this and then ask some questions about these PDF files, or if you ask it to summarize it, it will work. However, you asked about the reading all the PDF files that uploaded previously. No, it's not.
Mhm.
However, you can get the data and then summarize it and fetch the relevant information to deliver you. And not just about using it as a knowledge sources, you can also use this kind of actions to fetch the data in real time. So you can make it such as, summarize the conversations of last week, or give me all the link posted on the Slack last 24 hours, and it will work like a magic. Does it make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Got it, got it. So yeah, let me continue. So you just mentioned also, thank you for mentioning that because you can connect other services and more actions here. So we support
Uh-huh.
API integration. So if you want to fetch the data from the HubSpot or Zendesk in real time to summarize the conversations with your certain customer, you can do it. We already have the guide about it. You can implement it by yourself. And we are going to make it much easier so that non-technical can do that without
Hmm.
right? So yeah, this is the uh, simple settings. There are some advanced settings, but I will skip this. You can experience that deeper by the way.
If I wanted to add additional connectors, let's say I would like to connect to my GitHub, or
Uh-huh.
I would like to connect to Microsoft Teams, for example, and pull transcripts from calls. Oh, you got it right there. All right.
Yeah, so actually it's more like instead of knowledge sources, it's more like the channels that you interact with your the AI agent. So as you saw, you can click the Slack here and then just one button click, you will invite that David agent that I created just into your Slack right away. So it's all done. You know, you have a David agent right away in Slack, and you can have the conversation with it um, in just minutes. And of course, yeah, so you can connect other services as you saw, and you can connect it as a channel. So to the communication channels to interact with your AI agent, or you can also connect them as the one of the knowledge sources or one of the actions that it can fetch or put the data into it. Yeah, that's basically how it works. I went through most of the features, but there are a lot of the custom triggers, custom settings, preferences. You can change the logos. So I won't go through everything, but this is the how it works basically.
Got it. What have you seen, like who does this solve? Like who are your happiest customers? Like who does it solve like the biggest problem?
Yeah, so there are happy customers. If you ask me to pick one, I will pick
Uh-huh.
the Todd Hackman, the president of LaserAway. So
Okay.
LaserAway is a big company in the US. They have 3,000 employees all over the
Okay.
US, and they have offline the stores in New York, San Francisco, and many other cities. And because they help their customers with some medical seizures, so their support team gets a lot of questions from their clients. It can be some more like custom support that people can ask a lot of the policies. But when the support team get the questions about the medical from the clients, customers, the support team need to reach out to the medical team to get the answer. And then they forward the answer to the customers to keep having the conversation. However, because of that, they have one Slack channel that 1,000 people in there. So there are a lot of conversations between the support teams and the medical teams. So our president, he built the AI agent by himself and put that between the medical team and support team. So whenever the support team forward the questions about the medical to the medical team, AI comes up first. And because it's a medical question, they made the process that do not deliver it right away to the customers. But medical team can review it, they leave the emoji before they move forward. And it saved more than 180 hours per week of the team.
Got it. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Who, like, I guess, like, are you like, would you say like your in terms of your customer size, like are smaller companies someone who you're targeting, or it doesn't make sense because they just won't have that much action in their Slack or whatnot? Like, who's like an ideal ICP for you, or is
Yeah,
that something that's still being determined?
great, great. Yeah, thank you for asking. Our ideal customer profile, of course, there are various customers we have. So we have startups as our customers. We also have BCG as our customers, which is
Mhm.
really large. However, we define our customers as the companies between the size 200 to 2,000 employees. So
Got it.
if
Yeah,
our
makes sense.
companies have several select channels or team channels that have more than several hundred people in there, we can deliver the value right away.
Got it. Sounds good. I mean, could someone create an assistant where like they, they'll stop showing up to work and their assistant does the work for them? Is that like a possibility?
Sure, sure. I mean, it's AI scene, people are arguing about if AI will replace us or not. So yeah, people talked about last year, everyone talked about AI assistant. And nowadays, everyone is talking about AI agent. So,
Mhm.
of course, I guess that AI will replace some of the people's job, and people can do the much more things with less people. However, it's not. I don't think that it's just replacing human. The people, human race, we will find our jobs, our ways to contribute the whole ecosystem, while we can let the AI do its job.
Mhm. Mhm. Uh, I mean, do you think like, I mean, it sounds like, is there any roles, for example, like in this specific case where like companies would eliminate because like like a product like this exists, like like do you see like, is there like a support role maybe, or like is there like some assistant jobs that may be affected because of this? Like, have you seen it? Just curious.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, uh, for now, let me try to make it short. Yeah. So back office support teams, they can
Mhm.
do much more jobs with less people. But I
Right.
don't think that the department will go away. They must need the department. They must some people in there. However,
Mhm.
they need less people to do the jobs.
Right. Yeah, seems like kind of like the writers thing. Like you, like now you can have less writers and just like one main editor to kind of like review the text, uh
Right.
and it's the same concept here, it seems like. I don't know, Ben, what do you think? Like, is that something? Because like I think we've talked that, like it sounds like big enterprises could use something like this, but it's like it's so difficult to implement a product like this because of all the restrictions that and policies that companies have. What's your thoughts on that?
So I do see this as a valuable enterprise use case. Um, we've seen one company that actually was started to pick up some traction with us. I won't name their names, but because they were very immature in terms of their startup cycle, like they were just bootstrapping. I think the platform itself wasn't ready to go, but the idea of having these AI agents coming into a chat and talking, and it was pretty good where it had a robust document ecosystem and knowledge ecosystem to where it could handle some of those enterprise difficulties. It just didn't execute well at the platform level, so they shut down for a little bit and had to retool. Um, so yeah, I do see this as valuable in the space. I mean, we've built something similar at SAP, but there's a lot of companies would be interested in this. Before we started building it, probably 6 months before, we probably would have run with something like this and not looked back, not had to deal with the technical, the budget, all the stuff that goes into that. And this is actually for a service use case as well. So we called it Ask Services. So, And when you're talking about, 9,000 SKUs that you're selling, and you're talking about contractuals, legals, financials, all that stuff, um, across, 31 industries, man, that's a lot of support documentation. Interested to know, Snow, can your product handle something like, just imagine the magnitude of the scope of something like that? Could it handle, uh, couple couple maybe 64,000 documents, let's say, and its knowledge base, and being able to get a proper answer and search for it well? Or what's
Mhm.
your experience with that?
Yeah. Thanks for asking. And let me be transparent about this. So, we are, as I
Yeah.
shared with you, Ben, we are not building AI for our clients. We allow them to build that, right? So, people are using the existing solution, like the OpenAI provide the vector store and their AI model. Anthropic or Perplexity, they provide some features like the MCP to connect other services. We are making these kind of use cases much easier for the non-technical people. Well, because, from this perspective, we are adding more layers out there to help them. However, the AI performance itself, it depends on the the AI model providers. So since Vector Store, they support a lot of the uh,
Mhm.
functionalities, but also they have some of the limitations, right? They have the limits of the token and the things. So if OpenAI allows it, users can do that. So you mentioned about a lot of documents. So actually, in most cases,
Correct.
that
Okay.
can handle it, but we
Yeah.
cannot exceed the
Yeah, I got
performance
it.
of that features that OpenAI.
Very cool. Yeah, the other thing is, so like, I guess the value for a service, the service use cases there. Have you seen anybody approach you that's a client of yours that would be good, where this would be a good case for sales?
You mean the
Yeah.
our product as the sale? Yeah, so there are some of the customers, our customers who use our solutions to generate the content, like
Mm,
writing the simple outbound email draft for each customer. Yeah, and there are popular use cases already. You
hmm
know, some of our customers, they create a content article draft within their Slack because everyone works in the Slack. They need to generate use the AI in somewhere in Slack, and they have the conversation within the Slack. So there are use cases, but
hmm
our the primary focus is not the sales, to be honest. Yeah, more. However, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
building tool. Every team they can build that by
Yeah.
themselves
Well,
for their needs.
Got it. Got it. Sounds good. I may have to test this product out just like for I'm no enterprise, but like I feel like we could test it out. The biggest challenge, and like this is my question to you, like enterprises, they just want people, or like bigger companies, they want people to come in and figure things out for them, right? Including for myself, it's like I feel like there's, like I get it that it's not for technical people, but then it's like even when we're trying to adopt like a new product, like an ATS or whatnot, the adoption was so slow when it like involves non-technical people. I feel like you almost need a technical implement, like someone who can implement this stuff. How like have you had any like churn just because people sign up for this but they never implement it, or like how do you tackle that?
Yeah. That's a great question. May I share one more thing before I answer that? So
Sure.
I'd like to introduce how we use our solution as for the sales perspective, from the sales perspective. It's not actually sales, but whenever new users sign up to our service, so our AI, so we get the notification that, oh, new user with this email sign up. And we let our RunBear AI agent research that company and summarize that to us so that we can glance their companies and have the further conversation with them. So this could be one of the use case for the marketing and the sales.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah. So yeah, about the question. Yeah. So sorry, I think I missed the topic. What was?
Yeah, yes. So it's like for non-technical people, or like I feel like the adoption rate of any kind of new product is so slow, and then the drop-off rate is also high. Like, how do you guys
That's right.
go about it? Like, especially with enterprises, I feel like you need to hold their hands at all times. You need to be there. Like that's the challenge with like oftentimes with like with startups is like they don't have the service part that need like that enterprises oftentimes demand. And if you have the service part, then you're not like pure play tech product. So I feel like here, like you almost like need to hold someone's hand. Like, but what's your thoughts about it, I guess?
Right, right. On our website, we call it DIY AI agent. So
Hmm.
our vision is that helping our customers do it by themselves. But as you said, we cannot have the ultimate product at once, right? So there are some parts that requires our help, and we'll be very happy to work with our customers. So because of that, actually we lo- we had only one pricing model, team plan. However,
Hmm.
many companies reached out to us to ask about the enterprise plan. So we opened up the enterprise plan 1 month ago. And now
Hmm.
we closed 4 enterprise deals, and we are working with them. We are a startup. We cannot have the support every companies with the enterprise plan. But however, yeah, we are helping them to have what they want, have what they need, and also we are supporting more uh, the the security part for them too. So we support SSO, we support the SOC 2 types report. So there are 2 tiers. We are helping the enterprise companies to get them onboarded, but our vision is still DIY agent. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, looks cool. I think like I would like to kind of take it for a spin probably. Like I said, like for us it's like the adoption. There's so many new products coming out. I think there's also like this notion that like a lot of people sign up for AI products but then they churn, and so I think there's a lot of excitement, but oftentimes like there's like a lack of will to actually adopt the technology. So I'll probably be testing it out, to be quite honest. Like I see a use case for us, especially if we can figure things out where things are in Slack, because our Slack history is like super old. Like just today I was looking for a couple of specific files and it took me like uh, couple hours to find it. But the problem was we forgot the name of the file, and so the contents of every file needed to be reviewed. If it can do something like that, I think that could be really interesting for us. But anyway, we'll save that for another time. Maybe I'll ping you privately after the call
Very happy
to
to
figure
support
out.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, the only like I would say the only hiccup I would see is at the enterprise level, if this is going to be something that's truly DIY, where I'm saying, hey, I want to incorporate this agent to kind of help me in my day to day, this thought overload process to help me with the mental capacity that I need, clear stuff off my plate, so I can really get down to strategic thinking and execution. The one challenge I see is like, and maybe you've had other people to ask you about this. What about like hooking into like a company's ecosystem? Like if I want to connect to Teams, obviously there's challenges around security concepts, data privacy, all that stuff. So I can see, and maybe some other people have talked to you about this. I can see that there might be challenges on that, like where I truly can't get to the level of integration that I would need to have that thing do what I want, which is clear off 75% of my tasks that I hate. So what have you seen with that? And are you looking at building an agent that helps you with overcoming security concepts and answering third-party risk management forms and stuff like that?
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. So first of all, yeah, we spent 6 months to get the compliant with the SOC 2 Type 2. And we also have the penetration test report, and we are working on the GDPR nowadays. And yeah, enterprises requires that, and definitely, we are we'll be very happy to support that too. And so from the Rumbear wise, our from our perspective, we are not storing any kind of the sensitive data because we are as a connector, as a builder, we connect between the AI model and the communication tools. So by doing this, we are trying to be safe as much as possible. Yeah, so that's why we were able to successfully onboard the BCG or other big companies who really cares about the security and compliance. That's one of the answer that I can have I share. And definitely, yeah, I believe the AI agent can handle this kind of issues much easier.
God, what if someone has a custom LLM, like they're proprietary at their company? Can you hook up to theirs or?
Yeah, yeah. We support SDK for them to connect that by themselves. And some of our customers, they are AI agencies. They are helping their clients using RunBear so that they can build their AI, or they can they already have some of the GPTs. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, to deliver that to their clients through Slack, they requires too much work for them. So they use RunBear to do that.
I like it. Yeah, I like that part because I've heard of a couple of agencies they build these custom LLMs for companies and or their own, knowledge bases. So I could see something there. But okay, sounds good. I know we're short, a little bit short on time here. Uh, Lee, thank you for joining us. If we, like if there's some additional questions, maybe we'll reach out by email, and then, yeah, we'll, like I said, we'll review everything, and maybe we'll have to do a follow-up call in the future, see where things stand. But Ben, did you want to ask anything or any questions?
No, I'm good. That's nice to meet you, my friend, and definitely interested to look into your tool, and maybe who knows, I'll implement it myself and spread the love at SAP.
I'd love to support you guys, and thank you very much for having me.
Okay. Thank you. We'll talk later. Bye.
Talk later.
Thank you
Bye
so
bye.
much.